The power of teaming is not limited to what we deliver. There is also a power in how we learn. And we often think of learning happens in an isolated way, and that teaming is something interactive. What if learning, or a lot of learning, also had an interactive element? Let's talk about that. Interactive technologies have opened up vistas for us, and not just since the pandemic. I have been delivering virtual training since 2014. In fact, most of my work became the virtual space already before the pandemic. And what are the advantages? Why are clients embracing that? Why are so many people embracing that? Why is virtual teaming becoming so prominent? Well, there are multiple reasons, but let's look at a quote. And this quote comes from David Lassner. And David said this: "The real power of interactive technologies is that they let us learn in ways that aren't otherwise possible or practical." And I would venture the same applies to teaming, and I would say that there is learning in teaming that applies as well. So let's talk a little bit about this. Let's start with, why do clients want virtual training? Well, very often their people are dispersed, and so getting them together in one space can be a logistical nightmare. And if we can get them in a virtual space and do it exceptionally well, technology done poorly is much worse than face-to-face. Technology done well has some advantages, some pros and cons versus a face-to-face environment. And that is intriguing. And it's not just the cost savings on logistics and travel. It's the pool of people you can bring together for learning, for growth, for problem solving, for collaboration, for teaming. A lot of the clients that I'm now working with are pulling in resources from all over the world. We have teams where there are people based in Central Europe, in Asia, in North America, South America, in the whole Asia Pacific region, and throughout Africa. And these collaboration technologies are really boosting things, really bringing things forward. And this idea from David Lassner of the power of enabling us to learn in ways that weren't previously possible. I'm seeing, just as a simple example, that the discussions that happen in breakout rooms in Microsoft Teams or Zoom or WebEx are actually yielding better results than the discussion groups that were happening around physical tables in classrooms. That really intrigues me. I don't know what's driving that. But the interactive technologies that we now have, doing polls that we can do so quickly, getting people to raise their hands, getting participation. And I think one of the reasons that, for me, learning has increased for certain kinds of things in a virtual space is because of a focus on interaction, a focus on participation. And maybe I'm now beginning to take some of those learnings and take them back to the classroom as we're starting to do more face-to-face work with our leader clients all over the world again. So, what does this mean for you? Well, here at Totally Morpheus, we really offer this growth platform of learning to team better, learning to collaborate better. And yes, we'll deliver some virtually, we'll deliver some face-to-face, we can mix it up. But the real thing is this: teams themselves, even face-to-face teams, are beginning to do a lot of their collaboration digitally. And it's this variety that is bringing the richness, where you maybe have information stored in a shared document, in a shared platform, in a platform with apps that can help us to track progress on tasks like Planner in Teams, and then there's these sort of features in many other applications as well. The fact that we can sometimes meet face-to-face, sometimes meet virtually, means that certain things can speed up. The fact that we can text each other, the fact that it has gone way beyond a simple face-to-face and email. We now have a richness in these technologies. Leveraging that gives us a whole new level of teaming that invites variety in personality, that invites variety in collaboration, that can bring, if done well, incredible efficiency and incredible effectiveness. Consider that for your team. If you like this video, why not hit subscribe? That way you can regularly get conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.